Wow. You guys are looking good today. And again, my hat's off to you, Mike, for being here. I know your voice has left, but that smile is certainly a welcome and a very friendly addition, and I enjoyed it. It encourages me. Thank you, everybody that's shown up for this. And all of you that have invited me here so many times. I really, really enjoy it. And I love ONPASSIVE. We are in a Man, what an exciting time. Things are really starting to heat up, and life is about to get very, very good for us in the next few weeks. Today, I wanted to, when I'd spoken earlier in the week with Deb, she had indicated, hey, what is it you want to talk about? What would you like? And she came up with, from the heart, about ONPASSIVE. What is ONPASSIVE, and where are we going with it? And what about the marketing? What can we expect? And I think she was right on target, right on topic, because we're moving so fast now, especially now with the end of complete registration. Obviously, we left registration in June, and now the pending founders and all that has been shut. The door is permanently closed, and we have started to escalate activity. And we've all heard Mr. Mufara talking. So what I'd like to talk about today is a little bit about what Mr. Mufara is saying. I want to put a little bit of a headlamp, if I can, on a couple of webinars over the last couple of days I can point you to, and then talk about what is ONPASSIVE all about, and what can we expect in the next 30 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And I am grateful to be here. I thank you for that. And right out of the gate, I want to comment on what Anita talked about, gratitude. When we're living with that attitude of gratitude, when we're thankful and we have appreciation, that emanates out from us, and that will bring back to us reasons for more appreciation. And she is spot on. Each and every one of us are significant. We are unique, and we are powerful and empowered to do what our passion is. And it starts with that gratitude. So I would certainly recommend heeding her words, getting behind her in this, and just making sure that we're all very thankful and appreciative for everything in our lives. Obviously, that includes ONPASSIVE and our families and anything that we've got going on. Also, I welcome Deb the opportunity to learn a little bit more of a romance language. I've always needed another way to court my bride, my lovely wife, so that certainly is welcome. I'm looking forward to that. And on Thursday of this week, we had a phenomenal webinar, a corporate webinar, and in it, we learned some things, as we all should know, and was well iterated just a little bit ago. I mean, the company has gone, and we've got an open door policy, with certain parts of the U.S. government, at least some agencies within it, between them and our legal departments, because we want to showcase to them that we're doing what's right. We want to show them our heart, and we want to let them know, hey, we're fully compliant, and we want to know what you're thinking, and we want to work with you, and we want to be legal, and we want to be superior to anything out there. And that's what we're showing them. So this webinar that happened on Thursday, the corporate webinar, it tangibly marked a call to founders. It was a new call to the founders to demonstrate a noticeable shift to a more professional, a more responsible approach to how we act and speak about ONPASSIVE. And this and a lot more is highlighted in Thursday's webinar. So if you haven't seen that, please go back, pull that out. If it's there in the back office already, take a look at that. If not, please look at the summary notes from Mr. Shore, from Peter, and some of the other leaders. They worked very hard in those notes. I make it a point to always go to those notes and balance that against what I heard. And I'm very, very sure that you'll get a lot out of those. So please look at that, look at those notes. Of note, there were a couple of more members of the team in ONPASSIVE in Hyderabad and UAE, Dubai. There was Dr. Suha, a brilliant young woman, right? Really knows her job. You're going to be able to listen to her, and you're going to hear her speak and listen to her project fun and realness with regulation. You know, I mean, she has demonstrated to us her willingness and ability to bring us all in line with the right way to do things and to get done things the right way, so to speak. Phenomenal young lady. She is a captain to us and is going to point the way, and she's going to help keep Mr. Mufara out of trouble too, if I could put it that way. He loves to give away the farm with a big heart. We also heard from another doctor, Dr. Tarak. He's a business consultant, global, right? I mean, for mapping strategies and for management solutions. And I'll tell you, boy, you talk about high performance, right? Heavy hitters. This guy's got his PhD and 3 MDAs, and he's got 20 years of global experience. And if anybody can point ONPASSIVE in a direction and help us go that way, it is going to be him. He works directly with Mr. Mufara and the team there. It was an excellent webinar with a clear, needed message. Please go listen to it. It marks a turn in ONPASSIVE and the founder base in our responsibility. So thank you for that. That's kind of a thing going forward. Now, last night we had an unexpected treat as well. I would point this out to you. Lynn's Friday Night Live turned into a marathon with Mr. Mufara. About 10 o'clock or so, he came on after Lynn had some founders come on and talk about the webinar and what they thought and that sort of thing. And it went for, it must have been hours, 5, 6, 7 hours. And I'd just like to point you to that also. If you can go find that live and go listen to a lot of it, it was a treasure trove of information about ONPASSIVE. And if you can listen to that and kind of go through it and pick out the gems of information, it's going to give you an overview larger than what you probably have about ONPASSIVE, what it is, where it's going, and what we can expect. So again, I'd point you to Lynn's Friday Night Live last night. It was epic, and you're going to see a lot of people having a lot of fun and learning a lot of things. So I certainly appreciate that. Do you need to have me stop so you can translate?
Brother, what do you think? Professor translating.
Yes, thank you, Brother Jeffrey. Yeah, I will translate to this point and then you can continue. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I was here for senior in Jeffrey Moloch, a can at Tracy Siano. And then come up as you need dealing and say, ONPASSIVE cry a day. The ONPASSIVE I can't ONPASSIVE I in a big woman's crano. A dear, the damn cry necessary me know. You should quite say ONPASSIVE at the bed brain, or Naka cry dear enemy, any young quana canina. Eti who say ONPASSIVE bears a Bosumika cry munino. And found a sound between about passive mono position near the bomuno and no try. Now who said last week he says so penning founders I need to meet the bomuno and so any hope you which is said here obedient to me mamu beam for good. Tianco pardon send ye a timid room. It a hope I can see in your pa. It is some hope I can see in ya a timaba bear founders see and then I now watching at VNC. Yenu ba Anita the motivation or the mind is siano. We send some more kind, then some much say a chire and niso. I feel so as I say near ye ma near my and Sakan. I say, who quite say, your bay founders or ONPASSIVE moon, ye ma a sombo my pa. It is to say, make a crack a new my bay, sir, and I see her quite. Because what chire niso na I feel so. Yama near your one near so na otuabi si meeting a year no last Thursday no eso no yina inya hokwan tie so wuntimi ntie ya esraw say bo modern say wetumi asan ko tie biem anaso say wo do ko a obehu say updates wono wachiro ni nyina ho betumi akwa kenkan meeting no emu nsem a ehu hia eno na ye hia pa no ehu se ese ye nyina sa brede ye bɔ mmɔden sɛ the ONPASSIVE aduru no ye man ehu sɛ enye bibi ye beka ne se betoto na se anase ye bibi ketwa ade eso pa iti ese ye ma bibi a ye no look professional nye se ye no bodwa bi ade da bi efi sɛ adwuma no ye adwuma eso ankasa iti ye mmɔden sɛ yankasa se ne ka wo updates nim kakra no akwankyere bi a ode be mayen efa ONPASSIVE ho no esi edi so so okase ensese yedi bibi kwabonten a yenti ase na yamfa nkwa bonten okase ade we sei yentu yebo ansa na yaka ho asem a yenti ase yini adwuma no nso anim enkeka bibi a adwuma no nye dan enkaye anase ye panyi no ema meka nkyere ye ti ehu hia pa ase ebebo moden se yebedi saa akwankyere eno so afen so ya woda no meeting na mu di hu se Mr. Ash beyi empanyifo bi edi ema yehu won ti se doctor ya odene bae Torik a odene bae no beka senia sa doctor no wanya onkwa anim ewo obetimi yehu niema a esese bibia company ese edi ani kire afi so obetimi so aprediate kire se ade wei emmoa ye we de ebeboa ye nti yemfa sa direction wei na hu kwa kese pa sesa nipa omuti se nyina omwo adwuma no hu nimdie no yenya omu nyina wo ONPASSIVE at this time a omu beboa ye na se open more yesusu a efa ONPASSIVE ho a na wotwe agye si last Friday night ya omu ye no lane omu ye no nije semne se Mr. Ash ebi ase last Friday night no na hono it take some hours bi na enima bi brain na course wo ha so open more information na opese hu about ONPASSIVE ni senia ye direction ye kono a omodin say Friday night no omo wan record obetimi ahwe o YouTube and I say unya recordings ni bia obetimi ayeden atie sa information na epie o Friday night no na ebeboa wa ma wanya ni so kese ama ONPASSIVE any adwuma no babi ni kire sese no na ama chese anija ye wono atimi akoso aye kese. Okay, then Brother Jeffrey, please, you can continue from there.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Man, I'm glad I stopped because you really got a lot in there, didn't you? Man. Okay, so we've got a lot of new founders. We've got a lot of people that took advantage of the generosity, the grace that was extended to us by Mr. Mufara by allowing us to be able to transfer and to open up or activate some of the old pending founder accounts. So we've got a lot of new people. So this morning, I also wanted to talk a little bit about what is ONPASSIVE all about? You know, what is this buzz that we're hearing? Because I'm telling you what, it's growing, right? That rumble is getting bigger and bigger. It's like a cosmic rumble strip. It's starting to vibrate, like we said a long time ago, that train Mr. Mufara talks about. So in a nutshell, ONPASSIVE is a huge, massive AI IT company. Now, our vision statement says ONPASSIVE is going to have the effect of a global stimulus plan. That's huge. If you understand what a stimulus plan is, that means you're going to probably get something for nothing, or it would seem so. But anyway, because of this, we say ONPASSIVE runs on AI with heart. We all heard that, right? Because of the way that it was built and because of the AI that we have. Simply put, it just means ONPASSIVE's goal is to lift humanity, right? To raise the human condition. In other words, it's going to leave each of us better off than it found us. Okay. When you speak of abundance, which is what I fully expect from ONPASSIVE, and you think of it in a scriptural term, is talking about being able to have everything that you need every day that you need it, and to be able to use it and live with it with joy. And that brings us back to gratitude. And that brings us to what ONPASSIVE is going to do for us, right? Through Mr. Mufara's leadership, it's going to, through its ability to provide abundance, it's going to help lift all of us into that joyful place, right? First to the founders and then to the members once we actually open up to the public. So that's what we want to do. We want to get our heart out there in front of us and do what's right because it's right. Now, since 2018, ONPASSIVE has become this massive global company. We certainly didn't start that way, but we're in more than 200 countries, right? Our digital ecosystem that we call it, our total internet solution has at its core a complete automated digital system, an ecosystem, a system of digital products and services that all work together, and they are integrated, and they are surrounded by a massive marketing platform that is going to provide ONPASSIVE members everything needed for any online business or presence, right? And that's going to include traffic and money. So if you don't know anything about businesses or making money or marketing or any of that, it's done for you. That's the idea, the model, done for you, right? So it's going to provide everything you need for any business you have. Now, if you don't have a business like me, chances are very good. Actually, you will become, if you are a founder, you're going to be a reseller of the ONPASSIVE suite of products. And that is going to be automated for you as well. So that will become your business, and it's a no-brainer. You're not going to have to figure things out. Again, that will be done for you. Now, ONPASSIVE's products, right, dozens of them, were all created from scratch. They're all automated with AI, artificial intelligence, which if you drill down, they're talking about machine learning in particular. And these products, when they roll out, will be superior to anything that's currently available. And Mr. Mufara has talked about this, and we've labeled them all as over market value, simply meaning they're going to have more features and more functionality and probably be a lot less than anything that you're going to find out there in the market now. Now, these products, they're going to be begin rolling out here in the next few weeks to coincide with some massive global marketing, right, and the branding. This is starting up in India. It's already started. It's also going to kick over into Dubai, and we heard some of that being discussed by Dr. Suha and Dr. Tarak and Ash on the webinar on Thursday. And ONPASSIVE is going to begin those in Dubai and India, and it's already rolling those out. And some of these are already happening. You can see the commercials that are being generated for and from BN Sports, which we have contracted with. We've partnered with them in the streaming of the live games, all 64 of the, for the World Cup games and stuff that's going on. We have partnered with them with commercials by the thousands. So we're going to be featured in that streaming by them. It's going to be incredible, and you can find those. I think you may have even run some of those commercials at the beginning of this that weren't recorded. But if you do a search on ONPASSIVE BN Sports promos, then they should pull those up, and some of those are really neat. You can see that our logo is squarely in with some of the other logos at the end of that. So additionally, with all that, all the digital products and all the marketing that we have going on, ONPASSIVE is also working with multiple innovation labs. And this is incredible. These labs are staffed with high-powered PhD level technicians, engineers. I mean, brainiacs is what I call them. I mean, because they're developing cutting-edge, brand new products, digital, physical products, hundreds of them, right? They're all on the way. Some of these are inventions never before seen. Others are improvements of what we see currently out there, but every one of them are needed. And I'll stop right here so that you can translate if you'd like to.
Good. Thank you, Brother Jeffrey. Yeah.
All right.
So then I take it from there. Sabrina,
And then, very Patrick Petit soon.
good, Martin. Santi, ome ofiase se nipa bebre nya ho kwan abekan ho se founders wo ho kwan a odja de tumu de ma nse founder position and the pending founders ana omo a ebi ho kwan sa foforo betumi aba mu no ene nti se nipa timi aye dan aba bekan ho na mo so nya sa akwanya kese no bi aye nyaye no ti se ewu nipa bebre ti ebeka ti se ONPASSIVE you nkru be se 200 so if 2018 ofi ase se o build this products we nyina no na abo modern aye bebre na ka kra na ebeka se e products ne kra na e de ade a you say any man aye ni nyina na ye AI with heart adinti efi se ebebu obi bia o wiase bia obenya eso mfaso se uyo obi a wo ankasa wadwuma anase wuni adwuma no ONPASSIVE ha ho kura se wunim adwadie ho nimdie bia o say done for you ya yama nti wo den ha ho nti de obeya ne se ne di kan no ubedi akwankyere bia wode be mayen eno eso na eno so beboa ama wonsa betumi akọwa no oni abusuafo nyina na won so etumi edan won so watumi aboa afoforo eti yenum se enche na otwe kakra da yanim no wo se I products ni nyina be fi ase aba abonten na efi ase aba abonten a afide de britain hwe kwan ne hu se afide ni nyina edan abam na kakra be pia ebe kon kakra eba no na ye kọ yanim sisi a nyina ni ba bia yaduru ehwese ne a ofi ase say Bean Sports ewo we can say edwadie hu kita ho na sa wo hwe YouTube videos ahoro na wo na so betimi kra kwakọ bo asearch ahwe Bean Sports omne ONPASSIVE we na obo a obehu say oyi we nyina wi a ewia be say ONPASSIVE logo no da ho any some companies bi so ka ho bi nti we kire ba bi a sesei yene omo partner na yetimi akwakodru eti eno so danchen a ONPASSIVE onye na dwen se o tenase o sesei ye wo labs ahoro a ode ehwe neoma horo bebre se omo di bibi fufuro ebi wo ho a wo ho dada ene ye be ne better ebi won so kra ebi ni ho afi na onya ebi ye omo doctors PhD omo adwemu bie na omo research more a omo de sa neema we nyina eden ebebre nti ye na iguso ye neema nhwehwemu ahoro bebre na mayensa ka neoma a ebema yasoma dwoyen a onipa bi o wasase so no ebehia eti neema ye ba no de edoso pa nti mama yemfa ndige enhwe saa neema eno kwan. Okay, Brother Jeffrey, please, you can continue.
All right, thank you. Bra, Linda, sister, Bakuno wa willy. It is so we are manemre monon kakas on kanika krebi won pinemu. Sir Jeffrey ne ukunu bia one pacho. Now we share. Brother Jeffrey, can you please go ahead? Thank you.
No, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I'm loving this. You know, I was just as you were doing your translation, I was looking at some of the folks that are on here and just, you guys are so friendly and just so nice. I really enjoy what I'm feeling. There's an atmosphere and an energy here that I'm identifying with. It's like, wow, this is really good stuff. But getting back to what ONPASSIVE really is, because not only are we all that with heart and digital ecosystem and all those products and services and the innovation labs, but we've also got our own state-of-the-art data centers. Now, last night, Mr. Mufara talked a little bit about this and had indicated that we're already, the big data center that he's got, he's already expanding on it. We've already found the need to make it bigger and stronger and faster and more powerful, because we have got some very serious streaming programs and applications and all sorts of stuff. And he just wants to make sure that we've got the best of the best. So not only have we got this huge state-of-the-art data center that's being expanded already, we have more data centers that are on the way. And as he's explained, or as you can probably picture, when you start putting large data centers in different countries and on different continents, that forms redundancy. So if something happens at one spot, it's automatically picked up at another spot, and it's very fast, and there's no latency, or there's no downtime. That you won't even, it won't even be a blip on your radar, so to speak. So this whole net, this global net, is going to be absolutely fantastic. And ONPASSIVE has got plans additionally to continually roll out products, services, and technologies forever. We're not going to stop. So all of these things together, the heart that Mr. Mufara has put into this, right? The founder base and the digital products, the entire ecosystem, and the AI and the innovation labs. And from the innovation labs, you go into the data centers, and then globally connecting every one of these, along with physical products, right? We've got hundreds of physical products as well. And these innovative labs that are manned by these high-powered, very smart, top of their field, senior inventors and engineers and developers and techs are going to be generating state-of-the-art technologies coming out of these. And that's going to go into digital services and products, as well as physical products. Some of these are inventions that have never before been seen. Some are energy, some just all sorts of stuff. So you are in the right place at the right time. ONPASSIVE is not going to stop, and that's what ONPASSIVE is all about. So you are a founder. If you are a founder, rather, then good on you. Congratulations. The world's going to know who you are. All right. And what makes ONPASSIVE? Would you like me to stop so you can translate?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will translate from here. Thank you, Brother Jeffrey. Yeah, yes, now it was to be one Sabri say ONPASSIVE cry idea. Yeah, see what some here be who say yes, science or data centers. Na data centers near one you papa na yes, science so bamu ayene kesiye. If you say and near my day bano a dorsum into here. Data centers ni here kesiye itimi bodwuma yi na de ma eye adutwom kra ne se e data centers ni nyina nso se ni enim no eni faako ewo different regions enti se bia BBC ewo ha na se ha de no e shut down ntimi anya dwuma ada wan na ewo ba bi foforo no bon se na no bibia asi o data center ba akunti dwumadie no ebeje na se ye bon se ye ntimi bibia ntimi nkoso da bi hade ne ye ya na hade na som enti eno so ye ekwan ba ko a etimi aka se ONPASSIVE ye koyenim pa na eboa ema bibia so eye edane kwan mu pepepe na ye san hu so se osan me hu se enye data center no so nkwan ye san edide biara da no ye de bi fufuro eba new technology ya de ba ye digital products ya de ba na afi so physical products ni nyina no ye ntrase de bia no ye koyenim ni ye build bi ka ho na ye hu sene a oboka afa omo a omo ye ehwehwemu doctors a omo adwuma bi a omo omo labs omo hwehwe nioma a ebetimi aboa na kire se ONPASSIVE abase obeboa na se oma bibia akoso pepe pesenia epani no edi kan eka fi ase no eti ONPASSIVE de enya de a ye be stop ye koso ye be koso akoso a enti ni jenku a enti makuma nto yem se watimi ababa ye founder ONPASSIVE ni se de bia no ye koyenimu a ni ye koyenimu enti mse. So Brother Jeffrey, please, I'm done, you can continue.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. I'll be able to wrap it up here, and it won't be too burdensome on you. Thank you, by the way. I certainly appreciate you doing that.
You're welcome.
Now, you know, we talked about ONPASSIVE, what it's all about and everything, but as founders and even members after we open publicly, we should probably understand what makes us different. You know, why are we unique? And I would start again, as we mentioned a little earlier, that our vision statement that Mr. Mufara put out 3 years ago and he hasn't touched a word of it. It's still the original vision statement from 3 years ago says that we're going to be a global stimulus plan, and no other company on the planet has ever said that. This simply means that ONPASSIVE has the best interest of humanity at heart. And it starts because it's got the best interest of its founders at heart, even before we launch to the world. But we are here to lift the world, to raise the human condition, and to better the planet. So that's the two of them. We're working on making the planet better, and we're making humanity better, lifting our whole world up, so to speak. And you've heard Mr. Mufara talk about that as well. He's talking about massive things that are going to be happening, which he says we're going to physically change the world, right? And more than that, ONPASSIVE is done for you. So you don't need to be stressed out about it. It's that type of a model. We've got a model that guarantees your success. That makes us that much different, that much unique, because we've turned things upside down in a way, if you could talk about business models, because most business models, they reflect on what their products are and how much money they can make from getting those products out to you. Where ONPASSIVE, Mr. Mufara has brought his model along to say, you know what, we're not worried about products and profit. What we are based on is connectivity, our connectedness, and the mutual benefit for everybody that's involved moving forward. So that's one of the things that really, that's a primary thing that makes us so different, so unique, that we're based on that connectedness and mutual benefit, that we're based on compassion, right? And compassionate action. We've talked about these things before, right? We're based on what's coming from the heart and thinking about others first. And this model, this brand new model that Mr. Mufara came out with, is not only changing the internet and changing the online marketing and the online business model, but through this, we're changing the world. So we've got products, absolutely, but the founders and the members are not the products. We've got cutting edge, superior products for everything. We do not keep or sell personal information. As a matter of fact, we don't even collect it outside of what we need for founders or members so that we can automate their business. We don't even collect personal information. So that's another thing that really makes us so unique. And that is just another way that we're demonstrating that we are the correction to the rampant business corruption that we see out there. And that's going to be our legacy as founders and members. And that will also be the legacy of the paradigm shift that is ONPASSIVE. So you're here at the right place at the right time. And I'll let you translate that, and then I'll just talk a little bit about marketing and be done. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much, Brother Jeffrey. Yeah, inti nyanum sabri so die. Yes, na we asam na so. He said die obisa say ye kra your ONPASSIVE kra no. E den na may sonko kra. What makes us different? Ewo nimaku ahoro na se nipa foforo ebia ho. Ye die ONPASSIVE founders enya ho kwan abejoin no ebeka unique adentia if say base mfie kakra atwam ni asem a Mr. Ash we CEO ekaye eno say odin sakraye ebeba nipa brabom ene wiase ne senia okwan ofa so didwa no saa pepepe na ensesaye nchenji saa pepepe na eko na adentia if say ono no waye na dwen say wodi enipa ebedi kan enipa omo ahiasem ebedi kan eti ono de obomodin se ni waka se obeboa nam se enipa ahiasem wodi bedi kan na noa na onam so na ampa onam enema woye no so no ebeboa ama sene enema ekọ ewo wiase no betumi aboa man sakra kakra na so betumi aboa man sakra abam ewo kwan ya ifa so didwa okwan nipa fa so dinkita ho ne niam ahoro bebre no the name of the baino, Bibia betimi akoso pepepe. Eti wo nyumaku ahoro no yenim se omo de omo dwen a omo dwen omo sika ho na so wo Mr. Ice ne ONPASSIVE de omo ye den omo dwen nipa ho first na eno na ebetimi aka se katembi ka se ONPASSIVE ne de AI with heart adentia if say or the nipa humanity no edikan na oboa ama ni obi ahia na se nyema bema asetra no ayemre no obomodin se dinam nyema eba iso no ni nyina betumi abo anti se betumi aka se we founder ONPASSIVE ne de sa brede over the right place tia yi pa yi nyina tia yi se yetumi nya ho kwa be founders if se nyema eba no betumi aboa yo nyema bebre mu ama yenya hoto na ebusuafo ne namfofo na fesu wiase nyina nso benya eso mfaso kesiankasa nti sa brede ye chirechire we mu wi a afede one be chirechire nyema fofo bi mti ye nyina yensa anya so na yentie no ne osan abechire mu no ne wi a san chire mu twi mu so. Okay, Brother Jeffrey, please, I'm done. You can continue. Thank you.
That's amazing to me. I don't know how you do it. But we're gonna draw this a little bit to a close here by talking about what's next. You know, what's coming up? What can we expect with ONPASSIVE? Well, I'm telling you what. Oh man, I just gotta. You know, it's so exciting. We have an extensive marketing plan that's going into effect. It has entire departments that are ramping up to unleash it in full measure on the world, right? Most of these things I'm not even qualified to talk about, much less know about. I mean, there's just so much to know and so much moving forward that to get a little understanding of the marketing, it really started a long time ago with the founders. I mean, we were the first, the Go Founders platform was the first marketing leg, if I could call it that, of ONPASSIVE, right? And there's been marketing done in the past that we've seen in India. We did some webinars and conferences and things like that. But what we've got coming up is going to start. It's already started. We're seeing commercials already being run over in India, Dubai, and that sort of thing. And we've got the Burj Khalifa and marketing going on now in Dubai. There are publications all over India that are spotlighting ONPASSIVE, and there's going to be, at least that we know of, four countries worth of this massive marketing, this global marketing that's just going to blanket the earth. And that's all going to be happening in the next several weeks as well. Now, we've also got a massive mega event coming up at the end of this month that Mr. Mufara has alluded to that will literally put us on the map. Now, I can't imagine what kind of a facility or, you know, it's incredible, but it's going to be a new top. We know that is happening. And we're already starting to see the TV advertisements coming out with BN Sports that are streaming the World Cup games right out of Qatar. And the Dubai ads are going to start running and continuously to simultaneously run with the BN Sports campaigns that have been set up. We're going to start again with the Burj Khalifa. That's going to be going at the same time. And in the next few weeks, we're going to start the planned rollout of 8, 10, maybe 12 products. Some of these are going to be free. Some of them will be paid. But this is going to be also in the next few weeks leading up to the commercial spots that are going to be running, thousands of them, right? Videos and such like that we're going to start seeing as a sponsor to the live streaming of the biggest sports events in the world. And, you know, you've come to expect this magnitude of class and this high-poweredness, if I can use that word, from Mr. Mufara, because, man, when he goes all out, he goes all out, right? And these commercials that we're going to see through BN Sports are because of the partnership that we've developed. They're going to go right straight through into November and beyond. This means that we're going to be featured in all of the games in that season. We're going to deploy, Mr. Mufaris talked about this. We are deploying, and in his words, right, some of the most robust, creative marketing campaigns ever done by any business in any sector. I mean, we are making history with the marketing campaigns that he is rolling out. Unbelievable, right? Passing through November and going into the new year, we're going to be running more ads, more marketing and branding through the Dubai, through the Burj Khalifa, right? With the laser light show going into the new year. That's going to be running all the way through the first quarter of 2023. And it's my understanding he paid for a full year of it. So he's going to be running that stuff even further on and further beyond that. Additionally, ONPASSIVE products are going to be rolling out month after month after month for years. So what we're seeing with this massive marketing is the tip of the iceberg. And as we move forward, it almost is like that iceberg is going to raise up, and you're going to see more and more and more of the massivity that is ONPASSIVE. So are we marketing? Do we have marketing plans? Oh yeah. And I'm talking marketing like the world has never seen before. You're in the right place at the right time. You are about to be in the best shape of your lives. Enjoy it. Get engaged. Be respectful. Talk good about your business. Do something for it every day, at least one good thing. Don't get the MLM mentality. You know, we're not that. We're so much more. We're poised to be the best thing the world has going on. And with that, I will close and say thank you. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate so much your translating this on the fly and being able to do that. That to me is a mind blower. I couldn't do it. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate you working with me and appreciate you kind of giving me some grace with, you know, I'm all over the board sometimes, but thank you so much for inviting me here, guys. I'm loving this platform and love everything here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. Thank you so much for your time and your support. We do really appreciate your time today, and we will never take this day for granted.